morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? It is another Tuesday every week. It's Tuesday, and thank you for joining me. My name is Tina Kvergich, and I am Northern Stamper. I'm glad you're able to join me. We are going to do another Takeaway Tuesday with a designer series paper. This month is all about designer series paper. I love designer series paper. It really adds a lot to a card. Excuse me. I just wanted to let you know that we have this week and one more week of the designer series papers going live for you. Thank you for joining me. And what we're going to do is make some really great cards. I'm going to show you how easy it is. You can make it and make fabulous cards that you can send out. And when you're done with the card, you're going to feel so proud because you are going to be like an expert. Nobody will ever know that you've never picked up scissors before. So why not? Give it a try. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Liz. I hope everybody had a lovely, lovely family day yesterday. It was Family Day in Canada. I am a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I am located in Canada, in Ontario, just east of Toronto, in a small town called Ajax. I don't know if you ever heard about it, but maybe you have. Now, as I said, I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you have any questions, let me know. You can drop me a comment below, or I will post a link to my email and stuff above. Good morning, Joan and Christine. Corinne, my friend from out west. If you do not have a demonstrator or you are looking for a catalog, I have some catalogs here. I am happy to send them out. I am hitting the post office today. I actually have my car. I don't know about you. I have 4 teens in this house, and they always take my car. So I am always without a car now. So today, I have my car. So I'm hitting the post office and mailing a whole bunch of stuff out. So if you're waiting for something to come out in the mail, it's on its way today. So let me know if you would like a mini catalog. It is great. I love the stuff in here, and what we're going to make is from in here. The designer series paper is from in here. You have a little bit of time left to grab the free items from Celebration. And as I mentioned, we are going to be making cards today, and one of the stamp sets we're going to be using is from the Celebration Special Moments. Love this stamp set. It is a great stamp set to grab. If you're purchasing anything $120, get this free. It is fantastic. Look at all of these things. You know what? If you need a stamp set, or you're just getting started, this is the way to go. Get $120, grab a stamp set. This one in particular, because it has all the things, you will only need this, and you can always purchase another stamp set if you like that has some images that you like. We will be looking into some of those. That's if you spend $120, you can get this stamp set for free. Now, there is another option. If you're spending $120, if you just bump it up to $135, you can get $165 worth of product for free, like in your starter kit, not for free, in your starter kit, plus 2 stamp sets that you can choose for free, and only spend $135, no tax, no shipping. So actually, when you do the math, that starter kit is actually a lot more economical for you to get. Join my team. We have a lot of fun. Tonight on our team, we are doing some fancy folds. It's a special class just for our team members, and I try and do that for our team, have some fun events and stuff like that, and we all get together and have a great time. So we are a great bunch of ladies. They have so much fun. If you're looking for a team to join with the starter kit, let me know. Join our team. We're very active. They're fantastic. I am here all the time. You can ask Michelle. Michelle, I'm kind of sad you didn't call me this week. I am always here to answer any of the questions you have anytime. I do my best to try and reply as quickly as possible. Lately, I've been a little sidetracked. I have a new project starting up, and I'm kind of focusing on that, but that doesn't mean I don't have time for you. I have time for everybody. Let's book an appointment and get started. So, make sure if you are getting started or you want to increase your crafting supplies, let me know. I am happy to help you out. northernstamper@gmail.com if you want to drop me an email. Comment below if you would like a catalog mailed to you. I'd be happy to do that, or private message me your information, or click the link above and I will get in contact with you. So, as I mentioned, the starter kit is the best way to actually load up all your supplies. If not, if you don't want the starter kit, that is totally fine. Grab one of the free items that we are going to be using today. So there are some things coming up and I don't want you to miss out. Alright, so you got a pencil ready? I'm going to let you know about some things that we got going on here that you don't want to miss. Okay? Oh, today's a lucky Omen day, Cindy says. It's Tuesday. All right, let's see how lucky we get. Oh, it is lucky. I have my card today. How exciting. Don't forget, mark in your calendar, April 23rd. I have a birthday event coming up. You are all invited. Imagine it like an online birthday party. It's my birthday, and I'm going to be partying away. So I'm going to have prizes. There's gifts. There's ordering specials. Mark it down. Sign up. I will link it up above. Join that event. So April the 23rd, there's a birthday event. Lots of fun. Going to have tons of fun there. In March, coming up, it is, I can't see the calendar. It is in March. Watch my page. We have another dice challenge night coming up. How exciting! I love that because that's when you really think outside the box. It is a lot of fun. Don't miss the dice night. Jennifer, I know you want to be there for it. You don't want to miss it. Okay. In March, for the whole month of March, we will be doing Slimline Cards. Slimline, as opposed to, so these are like our regular card. These are like Slimline, how we all want our waist to look nice and slim. And for the full month of March, we are doing Slimline Cards. And we are using Slimline sayings. These are fantastic. I just like another one with just sayings. Top it up with some beautiful designer series paper, 1 or 2 stamp sets, and there you go. And where is my catalog to show you some of the cool stuff? So when you have the catalog, look at page 52, and there are some great Slimline cards. It's a new kind of fad coming out. But the great thing about March, what I'm going to be teaching you is fancy fold Slimline cards, which I could not find really anywhere. So that's kind of new out there. So I'm doing fancy fold Slimline cards for Takeaway Tuesdays. That class is actually full, but it doesn't mean you can't follow along and join us. Okay, so if you have any questions, drop them below. Don't forget, March is Slimline. Ooh, March is Dice Night, so don't miss that. April is the birthday event. So, if you have any questions, pop them below. Like, any questions at all. Do you want to see my craft room? Do you want to see certain things? Do you have questions about punches and how I store things? Do you have questions about being a demonstrator? Pop them all below, because I am here to help you navigate the journey, the seas of crafting. So it is a lot of fun. I got to tell you, I was a full-time federal employee. COVID hit, and I realized I don't miss work so much. So I said bye-bye and hello card making, and I have not regretted one single day of it. I love it. I have met the most wonderful, wonderful people. I have a fantastic team. And, team members, you're invited. On Tour is coming up, which means we're also going to get together and have a little mini convention in my workshop. And if you can't make it because you're a little farther away, like some of you are, don't worry. you could still be part of the fun. We will Zoom you in and have a blast. So I love the team. I totally appreciate them, and I have lots of gifts and goodies that are all ready for you. So thank you for joining me. Good morning, Darlene. And Joan, I'm just looking at all the comments. Oh, Janice would like to see how I store my punches. Okay, I will do some mini tours in the next couple of weeks. Maybe I'll do it, maybe one every day this week and stuff. And I'll do some tours and stuff. Now, I gotta tell you, I am a very frugal person. So I look around my house. I look at Value Village. Who does not shop at Value Village? I love Value Village. Great ideas there. I purchase things that, and I try and figure out, they may not be intended for those things that I use them for, but they work fantastic. Okay, so let's get started. What you're going to need today is your package, so your little package. Karen, please be careful when you open this package and don't dump it on the floor. So there's lots of little pieces in there. So I want to warn you before you open your packages, make sure you have some ink. I'm going to be using Garden Green because that is the color of the cardstock. I got Garden Greens here. You can use Garden Green. If you don't have Garden Green, that's okay, that's fine. Black, gray, dark gray, doesn't matter. They all look fantastic. If you are starting out like amassing your supplies, black is always good to have. Choose a couple of ink pads that are in your favorite color. Something like Night of Navy, Evening Evergreen, Basic Gray. Do something like that. Start out small and kind of build your set from there because it makes it more versatile. Okay, as I said, we're going to be using the Special Moments, my free stamp set. Make sure you have that handy and the package. All right, give me a thumbs up. Oh, Karen opened it and ready to go. Okay, Karen, awesome. Love it. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you are ready. I'm going to pop you on the camera mount. So, look away if you get seasick, so I'll try and do this as quick as possible. I'm just going to grab you and put you up, okay? Hold on, ladies. Okay, let's get started. I've got a little cat under my feet here, keeping my toes warm. She is joining me today, my fat little cat that is about 50 pounds. I don't know about you. My little cat, Faith, keeps me warm in my craft room. So as I mentioned, my name is Tina Kavergich. I know there's something missing in my last name. Be careful how you spell it. I know it's missing, but that's the way we spell it. I am Northern Stamper, and if you have any questions, please drop me. Oh, what's all this cat here doing here? Drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. I don't know about you. Do you guys have like pet hair everywhere? I think I have to do some vacuuming. As I mentioned, get some ink. I will be using actually the Garden Green, so ink, black, doesn't matter. Get your little package, and we have our stamp set, and don't forget some blocks. Okay, we got our little blocks to see which one fits on the stamps. Now, I love Stampin' Up! Blocks because they are thicker. They have this little ridge around it, and they got the little letters to tell you if they fit or not. So these ones are a little dirty, so what I'm going to do is pop them in hot water or in the dishwasher and clean them off. So I've used them a lot, and they are quite dirty, but that's a little trick for you. Pop them in the dishwasher, and they're good to go. Okay? Oh, yeah, Liz, my Faith, that cuddly bug, that, yeah, she is. Nope, there she goes. She's sitting on my toes, keeping them toasty warm. Okay, so let's get started. What I'm going to do is open up my package. And, all right, let's make some room. Now, we have our card base, which is Garden Green. Okay, we're going to have, so we got our card base. We have some designer series paper. All right, so I've mixed and matched some of the designer series paper. So this is from one of the free packages at $60 if you are interested to know. This is from Daffodil Afternoon. When you purchase $60, you can choose this package of a designer series paper for free. Okay, so this one is from Heart and Home, and this is in the annual catalog. Okay, see, they all match and they're fantastic. I just love it. And this is from, let me flip over to the page. This is from one of the, I should know this by now because I got about 16 packages of this, Friendly Hello. Okay, so there are 3 different designer series paper packages, but you see how they all match. That's what I like about Stampin' Up. If I see something here, like this color here, I know I can find other DSP that is going to match. I never have to worry. It's always matching, and the colors are always correct. So we have 3 different designer series paper. So we have the 5 by 5 and 1/4 by 4, and there's something just a little smaller than 3 by 3, and then a strip. And we're going to put this aside along with the card base. So I'm just going to go through and tell you what we got. We've got another strip of Garden Green cardstock and a 3 by 3. Okay, and inside is a little heart with a scalloped edge, again Garden Green, and this is, oh my goodness, I can't believe my it just went out of my mind. Oh, comment below if you know this. Right, comment below if you remember what color it is. So, it's like a peach color. Oh, I'm really embarrassed. Now, if you don't like this shape or the color, by all means, this is going to be our sentiment. Pale papaya, thank you, Jess. I don't know what happened. Yes, pale papaya. So if you don't like the heart on your card, that's fine. Just replace it with whatever you have. There's no right or wrong. So I just wanted to let you know those are our pieces. So let's get started. Okay, are you ready? Let's get our card base. Now this card is going to be portrait, so it's up and down. It opens like this, if you're so inclined, or really if you want, it can be this way. We'll just, kind of figure it out as we go along. But it is actually going to be portrait mode. Okay, so let's get our designer series paper, which is this 4-inch across by 5 1/4. Okay, and I'm going to lay this down. So I'm not going to glue anything. I just want you to see as it goes together, and if you don't like it, you can kind of move it around. So this will go on our card base like so. Let's get that piece of Garden Green cardstock, which is that strip, and that is going to go to roughly about the left side. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're going to put that down. If you want to make this horizontal, you can do it, but I think your hearts will be kind of off because this is directional. Okay. Oh, Carol loves the reverse side of the paper. You know what? There is nothing wrong. Hey, let's do one of each. I'll before we glue it down, and you decide which one you like the best. That is a great idea. So in the meantime, I'm going to show you on this side. So on the left, I'm going to place this piece of a cardstock. So it's a little bit smaller, so you can see a little bit on the top and bottom. Okay. Laying that down. I am using this piece from Friendly Hello, and I don't think that's going to match too well, so I'm just going to flip it over and use the purple. Really, if you don't like this color combination, hold on to your pieces and take a look for some scraps that you have. Okay, so that would be that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of Garden Green. Now, some people like it to be square, some people like it to be angled. It's up to you. I'm going to go and angle it. Now, it may be a little bit large. If it is, I made it that way on purpose because some people just like things square, and that's why I made it like this. Okay, so if you want it angled and you feel like you want to cut it down a bit, go right ahead. So now I designed it so it can go like an angle. Okay, I might have to trim that down a bit, and it's going to go kind of over across. And I'm going to get that piece of heart and home, and I'm going to take a look at some of the flowers and see which way is up. Which way do I want it? I really like this flower here. I wonder what kind of flower that is. I guess that's a peony, huh? And I'm going to place that on top like so. Okay? And what we're going to do is the heart, I'm going to place over on top, or maybe I'll go across, maybe across, down. This is where you're going to be moving to make the card your own. Like, you know, move it around and figure out where you want to place everything, okay? And this is a good time to, we can also flip the paper over and see the other sides, like Carol suggested. So the idea is the card is going to look like this when we are done. Now, if you don't like that design, that's okay. Let's take Carol's design and flip it over, okay? Let's just flip it over, and actually, we can actually now make the card in landscape mode, okay? If we want to. No, I guess, you know what? Look, that paper now matches. I can go up and down. I can go across, okay? Maybe I don't like that purple so much with this side. Maybe I'll just completely take that out, okay? It is totally up to you, okay? Oh, that actually looks really cool too. Great idea, Carol. I love it. And then we can just go like that. Somehow the purple just didn't match that side, but I can go like that. It looks really cool. I love it. Carol, what a smart idea. Oh, that really looks good on that side. Wonderful. That is a really nice card too. I love it. Fantastic. See what you can do just by using the pieces that we have. We don't need to glue it down. We move it around and we can get a completely different card. So, like I said, it is totally up to you. I'm really liking this side, Carol. Great idea. So what if I did that? I'm going to take a look. I don't think that, well, it kind of matches. Do I think it matches? Maybe it's just too busy with too many pieces, right? But, okay. And if I made this in a portrait mode, I can, again, do it like this. If you have your box of bits and bobs, add some ribbon. That's a really nice card, too. Very, very nice. Okay. I'm going to go with my original, so I hope I've given you a couple ideas on how you can make your card, but I'm going to make it as I planned originally with this side on the back. So I'd be curious on how your card turns out, and if you do make it, post it to see if it's different from what we're going to do. So let's glue down our designer series paper with our card base. So I'm going to just pop it on there. Okay, and as I said, I know this is directional, so I'm going to make this portrait, all right? So, and our piece of cardstock, I'm actually going to start using dimensionals. I'm going to pop some of this up, and I've broken open my black dimensionals, and I'm going to be using that as opposed to the regular white ones. I thought, oh, you know what, I have it, let's give it a whirl. So I'm going to place this strip on the left side with a nice little space from the top and the bottom. Okay, and so I have that down. There's no reason why you can't put ribbon if that's what you wanted. And I'm going to put my designer series paper from Friendly Hello on top and pop that there. Okay. Oh, yeah, thank you, Sue, for you like the different designs. I do too. So that's one great thing, is even if you have all the pieces cut, if you don't glue it down and you're not committed to something in particular, move things around. I think that turns out really great. So what I'm going to do is I've decided I'm not going to make it angled. I'm going to make it square because I think it looks really nice. Now, because I placed this piece on with dimensionals, and I'm going to put this on, on top with dimensionals. If I do dimensionals on this side and this side, like on both sides, it's going to be kind of off center. So I'm going to put the dimensionals only on one side so that it will lay flat on as it bridges over this piece here on the card base. Now to glue it down, I'm going to add some glue to the one side. So dimensionals on one side and straight glue on the other. And the reason, as I mentioned, I don't want it to be kind of angled. So when I place it down, it is completely flat all the way across. Okay, there's a little tip for you. So if I put dimensionals on this side, it would be kind of angled up. And that, I don't know, I guess visually that would kind of make my brain say, hey, there's something wrong there. All right, so the little square, as I said, I've made it square. I've decided to make it square. I'm going to take my Heart and Home Designer Series paper and I'm going to lay it on top. Okay, and I'm going to look for the flowers and see which flowers, oh, I really like that too, which flowers I want kind of upright. So this may be a little covered, but I'm going to focus on that flower there. So if you are doing ribbon, add it before you layer anything down. Okay, so before I'm going to put this down, what I'm going to do is actually going to stamp a sentiment on this heart. I like to stamp the sentiment and then kind of move things around. If you don't like the pale papaya and you do have these punches, I gotta tell you, they're fantastic. I do not regret purchasing both these punches, which is in the annual catalog, and I have a feeling that these will not carry over to the new catalog coming out in May. So if you want the heart punches, I strongly suggest grabbing them. Punches are a great thing to have. I don't know, are you a punch person or a die person? I love punches because I find them easier to use. But grab the punches. There are some punches that are worth every penny that you invest in. Okay, so I'm using the special moments, the celebration special moments, and this is at the $120 mark. If you don't have it yet, definitely get it. It's a good item to have. So you got happy birthday, brighten your day with sympathy, which there are, you know, sympathy cards are not happy to make, but this is great to have. Okay, they've got a lot of great things in here and you could do so much with it. Okay, so let's get the one of my favorite is Where Would I Be Without a Friend Like You? And I have quite a few friends that I think about often when I make cards, and I like to use this. Okay, Gail and Joan love punches. Dies are easier to store. Yes, they are. And you love them both. I do too, but I think I lean a little, oh boy, I think I lean a little bit more to punches. Okay, so I have the garden green. I'm going to stamp on one side. And if I don't like the color, I'm going to flip it over. Oh, okay. So the garden green would look nice. Okay, I can put this on here. I don't know, would you go garden green or black? Let's do black on the other side and see how it goes. As we were talking about punches and dies, I do love them both, but as I said, punches are easier for me for a go-to. Oh, that kind of really stands out. Now that's kind of tough. All right, so we got the black, really stands out. But we got the green, which on the other side kind of matches the paper. I don't know which one what would you use? All right. Oh, that really stands out. I'm going to look through the bits and bobs. Let's get our bits and bobs box and see what we can do with ribbon. Oh, look at that. I have a piece of ribbon. And do I want a little bow? Do I want it just to pop behind? Do I want it wrapped around? All right. Do I want ribbon at all? So let me know. Oh, geez. Tough choice. Always a tough choice. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the green side. Okay, and let's add that on. Making cards is always so much fun. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon on just behind it. Maybe off just a little bit, just peeking out from there. Okay, and I'm going to place it, so you could place it in the middle. I could place it down here. I think I'm going to place it down here like that with a little bit of ribbon peeking out. Always take a look to see what you have around, right? You never know. You just never know. And I'm going to actually angle the ribbons to give it some design. Now, one trick I've learned is I always keep one design of every card I make. The reason is because I like this design, and what's going to happen is it's going to become like a sample template, and I'm going to keep it so when I need some ideas, I can go back and say, okay, this is that. It looks like this. I know how big this is, and I can just replace the designer series paper. So that is a really great way to keep kind of like a little book or whatever of card ideas around. So again, because I'm layering on top of this piece that already has a dimensional, I'm not going to do it all the way across. I'm going to do it on one side, add a little glue like we did before, okay, because it's going to overlap, right? And it will be all flat, okay? Ah, good point, Jennifer. So I'm going to just lay that across, and again, the sentiment is kind of flat. So I put the dimensionals on this part here so that it won't be kind of angled. Okay? Alright. Now, it's up to you, and then what you can do later in your bits and bobs, or, oh, Darlene takes a picture of each one and puts them in a photo book. That's a really good idea too. As long as you have something that you have as a go-to sample. I have a full box full, and on the back what I do, or inside, is I write all the dimensions, and then kind of just like I package up these for you, keep these. And I'll show you what I do is I get one of my sheets and I'll slip it in with the dimensions inside, or post-it note on the back. And then this is a really cool idea, is I open the flap. This is really cool. Gotta show you. So I open the flap, I'll pop the card in. So I just wanted to show you, add some little Winkostella or some bling if you want, to finish up your card, but I'm going to show you how I store my sample cards. So I place it in the plastic sheet. So what you get, you can always either cover it over with where I put the little Takeaway Tuesday note, place it, the dimensions on there. So I have this open. It's all sticky up here, right? So is I put them all together. Okay, so here are a couple of them. I have them all together. See the line up there? It sticks together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, flip it over. See, there's my notes on the back. I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to lay it right on top. Okay, and this is how I store all of my samples. And what happens, I will have about 8 or 9 of these eventually piled up. And so that the top doesn't come apart, I get a scrap piece of cardstock and then I staple it. So it becomes like a little book, right? And look, see, I got all my dimensions written down. There are my ideas. And it's like a little flip. I don't know. It works for me because, you know, I can then store it away. So just a little idea if you want to keep your cards like that. So make about a pile of like 8 or 9, cardstock on top, staple it, and place it in a little box. So again, where is it? So here's another one. My notes. There we go. This one's still working. See? Keep all of those little pieces, and the little notes and everything are in there. So that's how I keep them. Okay. So back to the card. Let's see if we have any bling we can add to it. So I'm just going to grab something and grab some bling and just add it on. So let's see. I kind of like this color. Let's see. Oh, come on. Oh, you're being difficult now. There we go. I'm just going to add that on and just pop it in. Okay, so I wanted to give you some ideas on different designs that you can do. I'm going to show you my original sample card. So there it was with the angle, right? Same idea. One with the angle, one with the straight. I think I like this one better, a little bit better. So again, I'm going to keep these as a sample card. I'm going to write my notes on the back. I'm going to keep it for later, or you can do like Darlene, take a picture and keep them in a photo book. So as you know, when you want to make a card and you say, I just don't have an idea, go to your little flip area of cards and just choose a design and replace the designer series paper. So as I mentioned, if you have any questions, please post them below. Questions about my room, questions about me, what do you want to see, what do you want to check out, do you have questions about product that we've used, pop them in below. I am happy to help you out. So hold on, let's say a proper goodbye. Okay, alrighty, there we go. I'm glad you could join me, and I hope I've given you, ooh, can you see me? I hope I've given you some ideas on cards that you can make with designer series paper. I love designer series paper, and I'm telling you, when you see it in the book, it is never as gorgeous as it is in person. It is fabulous in person. Mark your calendar. Oh, there's another thing. Mark your calendar in June. May or June. I'm going to have another paper share. Great deal. Get a little bit of 6x6 of all the papers in the new catalog coming out in May or June. So you want that. So the designer series paper is actually very useful. The little square 6x6 I find is a lot more economical and a lot more easier to create with because you can see all the different papers. Oh, I'm curious. Did you guys do the special screen card I had in the community? I saw Jennifer's, looked fantastic. Let me know if you did the screen card, and if you did, please post a picture of it. I'd love to see it. Also, post a picture of which design you did. Did you do the angled? Did you do the square? Or did you take Carol's idea and flip them over? I'd love to see it, okay? Thank you very much for joining me today. It is time for a tea and a snack. And I will see you next time, and comment below of anything you want to see, and let's take a tour of my craft area, and I will answer all your questions. Anyways, have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you next time. Don't forget, those that are in my team, 7 o'clock tonight, we're doing a fancy fold card. Gonna love it. Gonna love it. It is fantastic. And don't forget, those that signed up, games night is on Friday. Have you started playing the games yet? I am so excited. Okay? Don't forget, join up, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye. Have a great night.